What's going on, boys? My name is Nox and welcome back to another video. And today we are talking about this. This is the Atlas passive tree that GGG just released to us. They've been teasing about it when they announced 3.17. This is what's coming this coming Friday, and I am very excited. So I'm going to go over my opinion of the things you should be taking in the very beginning of your league start to make your mapping experience much easier. As a heads up though, and a little bit of a shout out, one of my favorite content creators, TarkyCat, has a wonderful guide on this as well. I'm going to link his video in the description below. It's fantastic, very, very short, worth your time. You'll learn a lot. So let's get into it. So each of these little travel nodes down here give you 2% chance for an additional connected map to drop from a unique boss. So we are no longer getting Atlas bonus completion anymore. So with that, previously up until 3.17, you had an additional chance per Atlas bonus completion to drop a map of a tier higher. That's all going away, and we're getting passive points instead to allocate as we see fit. So what I'm going to be doing is getting all of the map nodes, basically. I do that because I really want map sustain. I want to progress my entire Atlas. I want the thing full. I'd like to get 100 maps completed on day one. That's my personal goal. For your goals, you might want to do something different. As just a disclaimer, there's not a right or wrong way to play this. Like, you can do whatever you want. If you're having fun and you're enjoying yourself and you want to go into Delve or the Abyss or, you know, some harvest stuff, if that's what you want to do right off the bat and that's what you're excited about, then do it. That's what you should do. But this is what I'm going to do, and I suggest you do the same. But again, if you don't like this strategy, try something else. You can always respec it later. I'm sure there'll be some sort of currency to fix it down the road. So I'm going to come straight to the middle here to get a bunch of these additional chance for a connected map to drop from a unique boss. And then I'm coming down here to the left to get shaping the mountains. And that's unique map bosses have a 10% chance to add a free random craft to your map device. And so this just adds free juice to your map. This could, you know, we're adding harvest, we're adding any of the map modifiers, any of the Kirak modifiers on the Atlas is a good choice, and all it does is add extra juice to your maps, which is good, and it being free is even better. But this also has 5% chance for maps dropped in areas to be 1 tier higher. We have 5 here, and 15 here for a total of 25 per this cluster. Same thing with this one over here. We have 5 here, and 15 here. And you also have a 3% chance on completing areas to gain a free use of a special map crafting option. Again, more free juice. We're going to be completing all these maps anyway to finish out our Atlas. Why not? Then we're going to come up here. I'm not sure how good Kirak's going to be. He's going to be basically the new Zana, so he'll sell some maps. I'm not really sure how good these missions are and whether or not they'll actually interact with this Atlas tree. Previously, all the Atlas talent trees that we got via Maven invitations did not interact with Zana, but we'll see if they change that in this coming patch. All these are basically free Kirak missions, which basically reset his vendor options, allowing you to get more variety of maps that maybe you didn't find naturally. You can grab them and complete them for more of these points faster. And then I'm going to come up here to shaping the seas. Maps found in areas have a 25% chance to be favored maps, and maps dropped in area have 15% chance to be 1 tier higher. Favored maps, the system, if you remember it from previous patches, did not come online right away. It instead came online much later after you've completed basically your entire Atlas, and that wasn't so good. This favored map system will be up and online much, much sooner. So being able to favor maps and be like, hey, you know, if you want to start stockpiling toxic sewers or beaches or whatever, you have the freedom to do so. And also shaping the valleys. Again, maps dropped in areas have 15% chance to be 1 tier higher. And increased quantity of items found in areas, quantity, rarity, and pack size of items or of monsters in areas found when you use Fortune Favors the Brave. That's the one where it randomly selects one of the Kirac modifiers, and you pay, I think it's 1 chaos or something like that. So this is how I'm spending my first 31 points of the Atlas. So the first 31 maps I complete, this is what I'm going to be doing. And then where do we go from here? Well, you can do whatever you want. Again, I would strongly recommend these first, but this is definitely enough to get you going. You should have plenty of map sustain from these things. But where do I want to go from here? I think I'm going to start down here with Ominous Arrival. So areas containing additional Harbinger. I really like the Harbinger mechanic. I think they're cool. They add a bunch of monsters to the map, and those currency shards aren't too shabby. And having one in every single map that I run after the 31st one is amazing. It's more loot, which is good. And then I'm going to come over here to Supplication, which areas contain an additional shrine. That just, again, adds more monsters to the map. I have a shrine effect in every single map. Maybe it's a speed shrine to make things faster. Maybe it's an explodey shrine. Maybe it's a charge shrine. Who knows? But this is going to just add more monsters to the map, which is what I want, which lets me, again, more things drop, more currency drops. That's a good thing, especially in League Start. And then I'm going to come down here to Twice Tempted, areas containing additional strongbox. I'm excited about this one because, again, more monsters and more loot dropping. You can get map strongboxes, things of that nature. And then I'm going to come up here through these map drop duplication nodes. So now I'll have a 0.5% chance for maps, or I guess 2% chance because this one does it as well, to duplicate. So, 1 map drops, no, 2 maps drop, 4 maps drop, 8 maps drop. All it does is multiply on all these things, again, increasing the map sustain. And I'm going to come up here to Secret Operations, where it's strong boxes in areas have a 6% chance to be an operative strong box. Now, this is awesome because operative strong boxes contain scarabs. Having a reliable source, a pseudo reliable source of scarabs inside maps that doesn't require too much effort other than just blasting through maps and clicking on strong boxes is fantastic in my opinion. The next one I'm going to be jumping over is tamper proof. Strong boxes in areas are corrupted. Strong box in areas are at least rare, which again just increases the juice of these other 2 nodes here. I really like strong boxes because it's basically free money, and I'm a huge fan of that. My next ones are going to be rare monster duplication. So 1 rare monster in areas is duplicated. So instead of 1 rare for that additional pack, there's 2, 3, 4. And then rare monsters in areas have a 1% chance to drop an additional basic currency item, and rare monsters in areas have a 5% chance to drop an additional rare jewelry item. This is great for belts. This is great for the new amulets. This is great for rings. All of these things are going to be essential for you gearing out early on. And that's about where I'm going to stop as far as this video is concerned. That is the first, I guess, technically 52 points. But I think that these are all very valuable. I think that they're good choices. And this is where I'm going to stick with the tree for right now. I personally am really excited to do a bunch of breach content this season. So for me, I'll be heading over here, grabbing the Chayula stuff and the Ulanatol stuff. I'm excited to do some breach stuff. I really enjoy breachstones as content. That's something that I personally enjoy a lot. So that's what I'm going to do. And I encourage you guys to do the same. So if you prefer Einhar missions, or if you prefer Blight, or if you prefer, Ritual or whatever it is, I encourage you to just do that. Because even if someone comes out and says, okay, here's the best strategy, you should be doing Metamorph. Metamorph is absolutely key. Everyone should be doing Metamorph. This is what I want to do all the time to make all the monies. If everyone does it, catalysts are going to drop in price and it's not going to be lucrative anymore. So if you just play whatever you want, as long as it's not, as long as you're not spending 30 minutes in between maps in your hideout, you're going to make money. You're going to be engaging with the content, and that's where the money is made anyway. Hopefully you guys like this strategy. And again, just these initial map sustained things, these can maybe eventually go away if you find yourself over sustaining maps, or if this is just overkill. And we might find that out very, very early on. and just get rid of that stuff and move on to the next one. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. I'm happy to be back on YouTube, happy to be making content. Sub if you like the video, like if you like the video, comment down below what you are going to be doing with your Atlas passives, and I will catch you guys in the next one.